Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of the First Descendant running on PC. Oh no, the skin contest. Alright, let's see. I think it just got a little bit more. Yeah, I've got like 9 more arch points to earn. Because he's basically done. I mean, we could alter his build a little bit more if we wanted some to do more of the of a defensive build, or more of a defensive build. But I think this works out just fine. This I need 22, and I have 2. So we'll have to run this twice.
여기는 사령부. 지금부터 안식처 대탈한 임무를 실시한다.
탄창 교체. 어디 따라와 보시죠.
Okay.
많이 아플 거야. 달려볼까?
Oh, that's got different hair. Or maybe it's the default, I'm not really sure. I'm exhausted. I have to prepare to move, which seems to happen to me every
여기는 알파.
every 5 or so years. You'd think I'd be used to moving all the time, but man, it's pain every single time. And I'm on like an accelerated schedule this time around too, because it's just the circumstances like never really work out that well when I have to move. I thankfully don't have that much stuff. And I haven't even taken all my stuff out of their boxes for when I originally had them. So, in that sense, I'm sort of halfway packed. But still, no matter how minimalist you want to live, it just seems like I always have like more stuff than I expect. Let's see where the other enemies. Yeah, it's always hard to like figure out like all the the things that you need to get rid of. It's like, well, okay, I don't want to keep carrying this with me, my my entire life, so this has got to go. I was like, well, this is too big. I don't want to have to move this.
이번엔 뭐가 필요해?
I said, well, but then what am I going to actually do with it? And there are some things which you would think that would be like pretty simple, like you could maybe just give it away or donate it to Goodwill or something. But Goodwill doesn't take everything, and for good reason. I mean, there's a limited amount of shelf space they have. They're just some things which wouldn't necessarily move, people wouldn't necessarily want. And I was like, oh God, what am I going to do with this? I guess I'm going to have to just throw it away. And then it's just the time. Like, it just takes a certain amount of time to pack all your stuff. Get it into a state where, it can be moved. And then schedule all the moving.
여기는 네. 칼리고 매장제 재탈한 임무를 시작하십시오.
정화하겠다.
And, whether you like it or not, a lot of people move at the same time. A lot of contracts end about the same time. And so now I've got to compete with other people who are moving at the same time that I'm moving. Because all of their leases ended, around the same time that my lease ends as well. It's like, oh man. But, I'm pretty glad I never really invested in my own home. For the last, I guess this is 20 years. 15 or 20 years. I have got to experience lots of different kinds of neighborhoods over time. And it's all surprising the neighborhoods that are rated higher, maybe are considered nicer or better, end up not really being great, or maybe not worth the trouble. Like, sure, I mean, maybe technically I'm in a better neighborhood here. but I'm not necessarily surrounded by like better people. You know, like they always say that, you know, yeah, better educated people or having more educated people, higher educated people are going to give you like better results, you know, better families, better neighborhoods, better jobs. But you know, plenty of educated folks also contributed to the society that made the world a more difficult place. I was like, well, I'm not sure if education really factors into this. It was a little, obviously. But, you really can't, educate out the annoyingness of somebody, right? I mean, you have an annoying poor family in a poor neighborhood. And, an annoying rich family in a rich neighborhood. Well, you haven't really solved the annoying problem in life, have you? And I think that was especially true in my last neighborhood, which was, you know, kind of a little bit more remote. You know, in a city where the average income was a little higher than, you know, where I currently am. It was like a quieter neighborhood, but I would say that overall the people were just kind of worse. Whereas here, you know, I'm kind of like ultimately annoyed by a fair number of people, but you know, they don't have the excuse of well, I should say that even though they're, you know, the expectation is much lower with folks here.
임무 완료. 수고하셨습니다.
I gotta do this 4 times, I think.
사령부입니다. 영묘체탈한 임무를 수행하십시오.
Like in this neighborhood, somebody's annoying. Like I can see the circumstances which made them into what they are, right? in the much nicer neighborhood, I was like, I don't know why you're so annoying. You had like a lot of opportunities and abilities to not be annoying. Somehow you turned out the way that you did.
임무 종료. 고생했습니다.
It's like you know, going to work, or if you're still in the school, going to school, and you know, there's always going to be, you know, someone who had a richer background than you. Maybe they made more money, or they're surrounded by better family, or what have you, and somehow they were less friendly and less relatable than the poorer person that may be in the same room with you.
레지스터 연구지 재탈한 임무 수행을 시작해 주십시오.
무덤이다. 네 무덤이다.
Oh well, what can you do? All you can really do is control your own life and make sure you're happy and you try to make others around you as happy as they can be, within your ability. That's all you really got. And now, just hope that you get lucky with other people. Oh my god, my aim is terrible right now. I wish you didn't hop forward. I wish you actually just jumped straight up, unless you already had some forward momentum. Then you'd move forward as well. Because there are times where I would just like him to just jump straight up and do his ability. But now, this guy has just a little hop forward.
임무 완료. 고생하셨습니다. 여기는 사령부. 매지스터 연구지 채탈한 임무 수행을 시작해 주십시오.
가버려라. 우리는 할 수 있습니다. 저리 비켜.
Sometimes I get a bad bounce out of that ability.
고통스러울 거야.
임무 수행을 시작해 주십시오.
Oh, what the heck? Oh, thought I got stuck there for a minute.
임무 완료. 고생하셨습니다.
Okay, maybe that's enough. Who knows? Like, you know, I'll check my items, but yeah. That would make way too much sense to do it that way.
얻고 싶은 게 있다면 대가를 지불해야지.
Oh, I don't have any more blueprints. Oh, I thought I had enough of them. Well, where have I gathered the most blueprints? 102 or 103, I have no idea. Maybe here? No, I think I can stick with stick with him still. Oh, where the heck am I? Okay, this is making more sense. I mean, there probably was a time where I would have been happy with that result. But that time is not right now. Yeah, Ajax is probably not the best character for this kind of stuff. Since his big AoE doesn't get rid of the defensive satellites very well. So you depend on your weapon to do that. Oh.
어쩌면 메지스터야말로 진짜 인류의 희망 아니겠니?
Let's see. I guess I need to still keep making these too. I'm always gonna have a need for them. I should probably make some more core binders, huh? Alright, we need the dailies from these missions over here. Old Sigma sector. Oh, did I already earn? Oh, I must have bled into yesterday. Let's do this to earn our arch. I think I like this set of missions better than the other set. The bosses aren't quite as annoying. Even though they're the same bosses.
수송기 병력 강화 완료. 대기 패턴으로 이동 중. 행운을 빕니다. 계속. 벌거스 특수 비행체가 제 보급으로 멈춰 있습니다. 무방비로 노출됐어요. 격추를 부탁합니다. 아리테 수용체 생명 반응 확인.
아르케 전개 실패. 내가 우리 채널이다.
Oh, come on.
누구지?
작전 종료 확인. 수송기 위치로 전송 대기 중.
Yeah, I forget you earn so many rewards in this. Alright, gotta clean up your inventory.
여기는 하운드 액추얼. 작전 지역의 보이드 농도가 심각하다. 전원 각자 판단하에 움직이되 무리하지 말고.
벌거스 특수 비행체 포착. 보이는 폭풍 돌파에 사용되는 기체입니다. 격추해야 합니다.
제니아스, 아르키 전개 시작. 내가 우리 채널이다. 누구지?
임무 종료. 전원 수송기 위치로 이동 바란다. 고생 많았다고 알림.
Oop.
수송기 병력 강화 완료. 대기 패턴으로 이동 중. 행운을 빕니다. 계승자.
월거슨 수비행체가 작전 지역 상공에 나타났다. 격추시켜.
진압한다.
I'm gonna reload at the worst times. MP already.
주변에 생명 반응이
I'm really
감지되는
doling it
아르케
out this time
수용체가 있다.
around.
재정렬 시작. 내가 우리 진화리다.
Ooh, really?
난 누구지?
하운드 액추얼, 사령부로 전송. 임무 완료했다. 수송기 지원을 부탁한다.
I've got so much to do tomorrow. So many things to throw away and pack. And then decide what I need to throw away and pack.
계승자, 작전 지역 도착 확인. 조심해서 진행하십시오.
Hate that.
대규모 벌거스 전송 확인. 계승자, 적들의 병력 전개를 저지하세요.
on something invisible. Oh, did I not revive somebody? I didn't realize somebody went down.
작전 지역 퇴출 시작. 고생 많았습니다. 대승자. 계승자, 작전 지역 도착 확인. 조심해서 진행하십시오.
대승자, 대규모 벌거스 전술이 확인됐다.
여기는 하운드 액추얼. 작전 지역의 보이드 농도가 심각하다. 전원 각자 판단하에 움직이되 무리하지 말 것.
Boy, Ina's still checking her inventory.
여기는 사령부. 적들의 증언이 없다.
Already started the mission.
작전 지역 탈출 시작. 고생 많았습니다. 계속. 병력 강화 완료. 대기 패턴으로 이동 중. 행운을 빕니다. 계승자.
주변에 생명 반응이 감지되는 아르케 수용체가 있다.
칠수 없어.
대규모 벌거스 전송 확인. 계승자. 적들의 병력 전개를 저지하세요.
레리어스 아케동의 시작. 내가 오리지널이다.
임무 종료. 수송기를 그쪽으로 보내겠다. 어서 귀환해.
Okay. Let's try that intercept battle. We crashed that last time. Let's see if it'll crash again. Yeah, you never know. Then we can call it a night. Oh, what the heck? Why did it take so long to recover him? What the? Yeah, the extra long recovery time. Dang it. Ooh, boy, we're not doing so hot. It just happened to be just the wrong combination of characters. Alright, one more time. That was embarrassing. Kind of forgot what I was doing there. It's been a long time since we played Void Abyss. I don't even want to get hurt by sometimes. Probably one of those little spinny things, I would guess. I wasn't standing in the lightning or anything. That's right, I forgot. He gives you components now. What does he give you? Moving fortress? Defense? Increased defense, but lower firearm. It's like, well, I don't know if that's great. Sounds like it's not great. Oh, hey, Low Budget Gaming. Yeah, big fan of yours. I like your videos. I'm actually surprised I popped up on your YouTube algorithm. But then again, there's probably not that many of us that are streaming anymore. I mean, I like TFT quite a lot, but I'm a casual gamer, so you know, for me, like the progression rate and all the changes they make, they cater to my audience a lot more, or at least my preferences, not necessarily my audience. You know, of course, I have the same sort of complaints that most people do, in that there's not enough content. Really, meaning there's not enough maps. But you know, the game's not even 1 year old yet. I mean, it's getting there. And if I think back to games like Destiny and Warframe, within the first year, they had even less content than TFT does. We all tend to forget how little there was to do in those games. Oh, hey, Seb. Yeah, like I remember playing year 1 Destiny, and I think I was just playing like the same map for a month straight. and that was the content that we enjoyed. Maybe even 2 months straight. I'm, you know, it's kind of hazy, that period in my life. And then I think about, competing games where, you have to pay. Like, yeah, if you're playing Destiny, you have to pay for all of your expansions. You have to pay for a lot of things that are free here. But mainly I like the fast-paced style of the game. Yeah, I like, I mean, I know they say hack and slash that they're aiming for in this game style, but I think what they mean is run and gun. Like, the game really is about running and gunning all the way through. Yeah, Destiny's in a weird place, I think. Especially now that they're working on Marathon. And, I don't imagine that's going to be that successful from what they showed. Well, that's true, they are bringing swords in, so maybe it will be hack and slash. Although I don't really know how that would work in this game. I mean, they'd have to have some pretty significant reach, right? They have to have like a pretty long reach in order to compete with the guns. And they'd have to do, quite a bit of damage. But I'm sure they'll figure something out. Maybe it'll be good for the Void Purge. Having swords. Yeah, especially in these big open maps, I just don't know. There's like not a lot of opportunity to have close encounters. I mean, if I have two bunnies, you know, and a Blair, I'm probably not going to use a sword. Listen, I'm sure they have something in mind. I mean, I don't imagine that they would implement it and then make it only close encounters. It just wouldn't make any sense.
이 경고장치 고장난 거 아니야? 또 올린다고? 처치 곤란한 게 한 놈 더 나타나셨군. 부탁했겠다.
Yeah, I mean, I am looking forward to it. And, you know, there might be like a very specific character that's going to be released as well. That would make sense with the swords. You know, appropriately overpowered. On, you know, day one. Or month one, we should say. But again, I'm okay with that. Like, I don't really think a game like this should be balanced. I mean, I don't want it to end up being like Destiny, where every character is the same, and the only difference is the kind of guns that they can use. I mean, that's to me, that's not that fun. Yeah, the bike will be interesting, and even the much larger playing fields. I've said it before on the field boss battles, but like I imagine that'll be hot for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then, you know, just like in a game of Final Fantasy, you know, the live field events, people will just stop playing those. So they would have spent all that time on that content for something which, you know, people would just start ignoring after a while. I mean, I'm the same way. If I'm playing Final Fantasy and there's a field event, I just ignore it because I'm too busy doing some other things. I have no interest in doing a big group boss battle. I mean, we'll see. It's one of those things where like people ask for that and they don't realize that they don't want it, or that it's not really that compelling.
잃어먹을 개수자. 고출력 벌거스 신호가 또 포착됐어. 끝도 없네 정말. 부탁할게.
Yeah, I mean, it is a common feature. I mean, at some point in time, it would have been something that they would have considered. But yeah, I never participate in those. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll play a lot of Field Colossus in the first week. And then after that, depending on the kind of rewards they give us, you know, we may or may not be interested after that. And if it's just the very large Colossus, like if it's not like a lot of different battles, a lot of different kinds of Colossus, then you know, I think that would increase the boredom. But again, I imagine that this game is going to have some life. You know, it's pretty successful financially. You know, despite you know, all the critics on YouTube, or, you know, the critics on Metacritic. I mean, I'm just as guilty. Like, I'm buying stuff all the time in this game. You know, I like the characters, and I like all the costume designs they have. Which I wouldn't necessarily say I like in Warframe. Warframe has a very unique art style. And while, you know, some of the Colossus look like they're straight out of Warframe, like, I'm glad my characters don't look like them.
고장난 거 아니야? 또 올린다고? 아, 처치 곤란한 게 한 놈 더 나타나셨군. 부탁해, 계승자.
Yeah, what do you think about the Nier Automata collab? I mean, I know we haven't seen much of it, and it's just going to be just costumes. Honestly, I was really hoping it'd be Stellar Blade. I mean, Nier Automata, I mean, A1, or sorry, A2 and, well, Nier Automata is everywhere, right? I mean, I mean, she's in multiple fighting games, you know, multiple multiplayer games. I mean, there are more instances of Nier Automata collabs than there are actual Nier Automata games, right?
잊어먹을. 계승자, 고출력 벌거스 신호가 또 포착됐어. 끝도 없네 정말. 부탁할게.
Okay. Yeah, it was nice that people turned out, at least on stream, to watch the presentation for PAX East. I mean, of course, there was benefit for us because there were some awards that that they were going to give us if there were enough people, which, you know, they managed to get their goals. But I think it also does prove that there's more interest in this game than I think that, like, the numbers are a little bit deceiving. And you know, granted, the game has shrunk audiences since it released, of course. I mean, that's just normal. But I'll probably maintain that if you wanted to play a new game of this, that you would have a much easier time getting into this game than, you know, than the competing looter shooters. Like maybe Borderlands. If you're playing Borderlands, that might be, you know, even easier to get into. But I find Borderlands really, really dull within the first couple of hours. Even though it has like a ton of creativity all around it. You know, it's like the same kind of gameplay, but somehow it's not as good. Oh, okay, yeah, good luck to your gaming. Get in the dailies. That's what I'm doing. It's amazing how much stuff they give you in this game. It's definitely not a stingy game. Yeah, and thanks for stopping by. Like I said, I'm a big fan. I watch your videos all the time. I think the funniest part of my Destiny experience is, you know, I think I played that when it launched on PlayStation 4. So I played, I think like the first year, pretty solidly. Played with some friends who were also into it at the time. And then I think by year 2 it sort of fell off. Like it sort of felt like the expansions weren't very good and the content was pretty sparse. So then I stopped playing it for a long time. And then they released, you know, Destiny 2, which I thought, well, okay, it's been a long time since I played Destiny. Let's see what Destiny 2 is all about. And then, you know, really only to find out that Destiny 2, especially if you're starting a brand new game, you have to play through Destiny 1 content. So it's like, is this actually a sequel? Or is just more expansion packs on top of something that you call Destiny 2? Like, I was very disappointed. You know, usually when you see a 2 in front of something, then you have like all new content. Not, well, work your way through Destiny 1, and we'll see you in about 200 hours before you get even one piece of content from Destiny 2. It's like, okay, forget this series. I'm not playing Destiny anymore. Despite having friends that are into it, I'm just like, I can't believe you're buying into this. And you have to pay for the expansions for what I don't feel is like a lot of content for the money that you're paying. Not to mention, it just feels like Bungie just hates their, like they just hate their players. You know what I mean? Like every time everybody finds some exploit or something that is really fun and catches on, they just nip that in the bud. It's like, no, please stop having fun. Whereas, you know, Magnum Studios, the developers of this game, they're like, okay, we see you guys are having fun with that, so we're going to incorporate it into the game and just maybe rebalance how you play it, but we're not going to take away your fun. Which does go to show that the developers also play their games, so that's nice. I feel like Bungie, they sort of feel like they're better than the player. You can just tell in their attitude and how they patch and how they communicate with the community. Maybe that's not really the right word. More like how they you know, command their community. You know, as if they're lowly social status warriors, right? And I don't know why the attitude is the way it is. I mean, we're trying to give them money and playing their game. And if you give them maybe some constructive criticism here and there, or some features that we'd like to see, boy, they act like we're just the most petulant children. It's like, whoa, you're making this product for us, you know. You know, we don't have to play your game.
정말 부탁할게.
This is something that we're doing for fun, on our own time. It's nice seeing Lunas now. Now that we know that we're going to get Ultimate Luna. I do like the chaotic fun of this game. I mean, it's very, very satisfying. I felt like after a while in Destiny, every bullet was made of paper, and because they spent so much time balancing the game, decreasing your damage, that you never had a gun or a character. At least in the PvE part. I mean, the PvP portion was a little bit different, but whenever you're doing PvE, it's like, no matter how good you got, all your guns did no damage. And every strategy was the same. Oh well, I'm not playing that game anymore. I guess I should stop complaining. I've already given up on that series. With Marathon looking the way it is, I guess I just don't like Bungie anymore. They had a good run with Halo. And bless those Halo Infinite players that are still around. Like, I don't know what you're doing. I'm certainly not having fun, but more power to you. Get the old Bungie hate. I wish the movement penalty wasn't quite so high with Glay, but I get it. I mean, you gotta handicap her a little bit. Having infinite ammo is a really good ability. There's gotta be some minuses. If she could run around like Bunny and have infinite ammo, I mean, she would just be the most unbeatable character. It'd be like when Inez was super hot. I mean, well, she still is. I mean, she's the number 2 character instead of being number 1. I think it's still a pretty good position to be in. Especially in a game full of powerful characters. Okay, I gotta work in the morning, so why don't we stop it there. This is meowmurai. You've been watching the First Descendant running on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream. And I'll go to sleep. Got a lot of packing to do in the morning. I hate moving.